So close.
All right.
Okay, not so
Recording.
close, not so close, not so close. Okay, so it's been a very, very long day. You're probably all, right, exhausted. Your brains are fried from all this information. So we thought we would end the day with a really relaxed kind of session where one of your peers is just going to talk to you about her story. Robin, do you have any videos on YouTube or no?
Where did I post them? I posted them on Facebook.
On your Facebook? Okay. All right. Because I was going to say, I realized we could have talked about that. We could have showed you some of the videos.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's okay. We can maybe send them the link afterwards. Really just to get a perspective from a peer of yours about her journey. And I'm really just here to help facilitate the discussion. We thought if we have time and if you guys have brain power after all of this, that maybe we could even help each other brainstorm about some of the common challenges that you experience socially, right, educationally, emotionally, and maybe brainstorm about some of the strategies that you have discovered that help you in your life so that you can share them with each other. Unless, Robin, you have any other ideas about how you want the discussion to go. And when we're completely exhausted, we'll stop and we'll just kind of chill and chat for a while and go meet our parents, right?
Yeah.
So are we filming now?
We just started.
We did. Okay, so just on Robin then is perfect.
Can I just check something quickly?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
see what I have after. Just so I know.
We're done for the day.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we're done
Okay.
for the day. We're done.
Are we actually?
We're done. We're meeting all of our families back
We
in
have our
the
dinner.
rotunda.
This day goes by fast from one of our lectures at college.
Oh, really? It's good to know.
Yep.
I sleep through now.
Okay, so Robin, take it away. Tell us your story. You want to tell us your name and how old you are and what city you're from?
Okay. I'm Robin, 22, and I'm from New York. Well, 20 minutes out of the city. So, I guess I'll just read from my pocket.
If you want to, sure.
I guess. Okay, so, I'm gonna sound like I'm reading. But, okay, so my three main things to discuss are about school, social life, and work. So first is school. So I guess most of us are still in school, college, high school, or like maybe doing graduate school, whatever. So academically, I've had a pretty hard time. Math is not my thing. Numbers I can't memorize up there. And same for like classes that at the end of the day you get tired. You're listening for so long. Like I have a hearing. Mine is just really deaf in my right ear. So when I'm listening for a while, I'm done. I'm on my phone, falling asleep, not really paying attention too much. And then same for when writing, so writing is also hard as well because you have to, I can think everything in my head, but when you get it on paper, it can be very hard to make your ideas seem clear. But sometimes you focus more on the main idea and more on like details and you're not as like set on what you're gonna do. But I usually got help with my mom at home because she's a teacher, so she helped me a lot with that. And as well as I'm in resource room, I had an IEP, so I went to the resource room every morning and I went for extra help as well at college. I had one of my professors for always go to office hours because they will help. They'll think you're much. They're like think of you more, and you'll get better at like a better relationship. And then if you need something, maybe like an extra time on an exam or more time with a paper, if they want to meet or like you want to meet and have them edit it for you, it's much easier. Like reaching out and advocating for yourself because if you don't, they'll have no idea how to help you, and then it will be not as great when you're going through your class and you're like don't understand exactly you're having a problem with it. And as well as, and I ended my college GPA was a 3.5 for PACE. I just graduated 6 months ago, and I did 4 classes a semester. So it's always good to do what you enjoy for classes as well, and stay for high school and take what you enjoy, because if you don't, you're not going to do as well. And then for my message is advocate for yourself and know how much you can handle, and don't overstress yourself. It's not good to be overstressed. I mean, if you have like a therapist on campus, go talk to them about how to help manage your program, like what you're doing. Lists are great because lists always help, right? Maybe really fast.
No, it's good, but I was going to say maybe we'll talk about each area, like when you're finished talking about school. Maybe
Yeah,
we can
so
have a
I'm
chat.
done with that.
Great. No, so I think that was really good because one of the things that I find, and maybe I'll start by asking you, Robin, a question, and then if anybody else has questions. So you talk a lot about advocating for yourself. Can you explain a little bit more what that means to you?
I guess it means if you can't hear, if you have like maybe your eye problems, you have a learning issue, talk to your professor or your teacher, because they won't like if you sometimes like just maybe like at the beginning of class or after to have a little discussion with them. Always get extra help. Extra help is the best because I had 4 hard classes this semester. I had the same 3 professors for 3 years. So I did a film class as well, which is pretty big, and writing scripts. So always going. It depends on your career, but I mean, if you like the professor, try to have a good relationship. Tell them your issues before. Like, if there's usually at colleges, they have help with like disability center, so they can give you a plan, and then they can have maybe if you want to listen more, have a note taker. But we have go to extra help. Go talk. Maybe get extra time. They can set you up so that you'll do better in school. That's how I did so well. Was I focused on what I was taking. I didn't take as many classes. I always went to professors for extra help. Always.
So it sounds like a couple of your strategies that worked really well is you reduced your course load.
Yeah.
Because, it's hard to manage. It's like juggling so many balls in the air, right? It's easy to juggle 2 balls. You add 3 balls, it's harder. You add 5 balls, it's harder, right? So it was managing your course load and having maybe a reduced course load, which if you're designated as having a disability, through disability services at your school, you are allowed to take a reduced course load and still be considered a full-time
That's
student.
fancy right now.
Right, it's
Yeah.
perfect.
I also take
And
some
then-
in the summer as well, so I don't have to take so many.
Right.
And then I take like 2 during the summer online, or I take it at the school. But that's how I graduated, only in 4 years.
That's wonderful.
So I managed it.
And then the other thing you were saying was not to be afraid to ask for help and to tell your teachers or your professors.
I always sat in the front all the time.
Right.
They knew I'd have a hard time hearing.
So you
or
sat in the front
I
as
asked
well.
questions all the time. No stupid questions.
There are no stupid questions.
They love when you
Love
ask
it.
questions because they know
I
you're
love
paying
it.
attention.
Does anybody else have anything that has really worked for them in terms of better success in school?
Well, like, in University of Canada, like, we have there's usually a student disability services at
Oh,
UW,
we have that too.
and then I have a disability advisor, and so, normally each campus will match it up with somebody who manages your file, and anything that even if I do have a good relationship with my professor, or even if I know them beforehand, sometimes I won't feel comfortable asking, hey, can you put a mic in, maybe I don't feel comfortable asking that, but he can do it for me.
Absolutely. So they can help to advocate for you as well.
And if he does it for me, because the professor has signed a paper beforehand, the professor has to
accommodate you. What about people in high school? Do you have any advice for kids who are still in high school?
There's this new program on the computer that you can get. It reads to you. It's called Google Reader Write. So you can press play and it'll read to you automatically.
Awesome. So it reads it out loud to you.
Yeah.
That's fabulous. Other advice for high school?
There's a program that my teacher uses. It's called Homework Help.
Okay.
And what it does is it gives you a list of teachers. You write a question on it, and then the teacher that's on it will actually talk to you.
Oh, so it's almost like a tutoring service, right? That's awesome. That's great. How many of you find it really hard to ask for help when you don't understand something? Does anybody know why? Have you ever thought about why it's so hard for you? That's a hard question. I don't expect you to all know it. Sorry?
Pride?
Pride. Oh my gosh, I love it. You're so honest. Yes. So pride, right? Not wanting to admit that you don't know something, or maybe being embarrassed about not knowing something, right? Or some people feel like they just want to fit in with everybody else. I know sometimes when I'm at a scientific meeting and I don't understand something, I'm way too embarrassed to ask what it means because I think I should know that. Like everybody else around me is nodding their head. Why don't I know that, right? And so pride, definitely. I want you guys, we'll move on to your next topic, Robin, because I don't want to take all your time away, but I want you guys to think next time you don't understand something or you realize that you're getting lost, to remember it's actually strong to ask for help, not weak. It takes a lot of strength, and your teachers and the people that you ask help of are only going to be impressed with you and really be proud of you for asking for that help. It's a different way of thinking, and it's hard to think that way. But you know what? We all need help. Nobody in this room, nobody in this world can get by in life without support and help. We all need it in some areas of our lives, for sure. And so to be proud, own it. Hey, I don't get this. I need help, right? All right, good. Any other comments about school? Anything anybody wants to share? Okay.
Okay, so now social life, which is I guess a big topic now since we have the internet and everything. So I grew up in a really small town with the Japs, which are Jewish American princesses because a lot of our town is Jewish. So we had a lot of cliques in school. 'Cause, like I was in a clique from 4th grade through 8th, and then by 8th we all split. So high school was pretty sucky for me. I was by myself most of the time, but I did do really well in classes, and I was mostly sitting in the library. I kind of stopped. I had a lot of depression, anxiety, but I got medication and a therapist. But I'm also now in college. It was easier because it depends on your school. And if like I went in the city, I split my time. So between like Westchester, which is a part of the city, like 20 minutes away, and then in the city. So it's a very different environment when you're in. Because like in high school, you're with people that you've known for your whole entire life. It gets boring, or it's like gets to be a lot. So definitely, I found like a small group of friends in college. It wasn't as easy. So I guess I have a harder time keeping relationships going. But I'm really friendly and outgoing, and I'm like pushing myself in situations, like in parties and stuff like that. I'm not a big party person, but to like an event or something, I went to tons of teen tours and internships and knew literally nobody across the country. To like, I just went into 7th grade and literally knew no one. Went to like London and France and whatever, and I didn't know a person, but it was like really great finding like a small group of people